John, what was your take on the performance today?
Well, it's difficult for me because you get rolled out here 10-15 minutes after the game and you ask for an opinion, and if I'm honest with my opinion, I'm very disappointed with the way we played. And it's easy to say apologise to the fans and blah blah blah, all the above, but they deserve better than that, and we are better than that. Today was a classic League 2 game. The team is going to turn you at every opportunity. We normally are very, very good at dealing with that. Today, you can argue that, it was a bit frustrating with the aerial challenges that got given fouls. So Josh Andrews got 4 given against him. Their centre forwards got none given against him, and yet they probably both committed more 5 or 6 fouls each. And it could well have been a foul for their goal, but that's going to detract from nothing. We didn't deserve anything up the game today. We got exactly what we deserved. But to lose it to what we knew was just going to be a very direct style, and we've got to be able to cope with that better. And in the main, we do. We didn't today, and that's a learning curve for us. And we've got to be better. And also, we've got to be better with what we do with the ball offensively, because we had a good chance in the first half. Sean got around the back of the far post, headed across the goal. That could have been a chance. Well, it was a good chance. We had Jack Nolan's shot that just went wide from a free kick, and we had Coley scuffing a chance where he maybe should have done better. That was the sum total of our attack. Their keeper hasn't made a save. So, we've got to, as well as we've got to defend better and deal with a long ball, which it blatantly was today, we've got to attack better. And I see us in training and we're far, far better than that. I know training is totally different from football matches. But we've got to try and incorporate what we do in training and translate it onto the pitch. And today we didn't.
You mentioned a direct style of football from Gillingham. Is that something you expect more of in League 2 compared to what you were up against in League 1?
Yeah, without a doubt, yeah. And listen, I'm not knocking Gillingham for it. They've won the game, and whatever way you win a game, you've got to be delighted. They've started the season really well with 2 clean sheets. But we didn't do enough to trouble their goal today. So we can't govern what they do. We've got to govern what we do. We weren't good enough today.
Next up, Barrow at home on Tuesday. You got that opening day win at the Wham Stadium. How much are you looking forward to getting back at home?
Well, it can't just be that we can only win at home. We had our troubles on the road last year, and then we managed to eke out quite a good or particularly good wins away from home. We've got to get back to that. We've got to get back to being tough to beat and a threat going forward, whether we play at home or away. And Tuesday presents another opportunity.
What's the key to kind of translating that kind of form you're seeing in training in terms of opportunities being created into the game? Well,
the players are still bedding into each other. They're still no new faces, and it's still a relatively young team. If you take Seamus, Sean and Kelvin out of the starting 11, there wouldn't be many who were over 22. So we have to take that into account. But I know we can be better than that. I know we've got a better team than that.
In terms of some of those younger players, is it difficult to expect consistency kind of instantly from them?
Well, if you're not consistently good, you won't be playing. I think just to point it, you think I've been involved in football long enough to know that not such a surprise yet. But we had a meeting, a league managers meeting, about the new approach to refereeing this season, and we had a referee in to talk us through how the new approach was going to be implemented, and it was done to the letter last week. And then the Referees Association, or the head of the referees, Howard Webb, or whoever is in charge of this, has decided that they're going to change the approach. So if you look at the stoppages today and you look at the stoppages last week, how can you play 5 minutes 30 this week and play 12 minutes 30 last week? How can you play 2 in the first half this week when you've had 2 bookings, a goal and 2 stoppages for injuries, when you play 8 minutes 40 last week? Now, if they're going to change the approach, let us know. I just think there's been, everyone's on about respect and people doing the jobs. Well, there's been no forethought to inform the major stakeholders, which is the people who are playing the football. And I find that quite remarkable, really, that the Referees Association have decided to do that without informing them.
Do you think that'll settle down eventually?
I think it was always going to settle down, but just to go from one extreme to the other, it's just bizarre. And listen, I'm not blaming that for the results. So don't think that this is a moan or a whinge. It's just a fact that I'm pointing out. We got beaten today by a team who were better than us because they applied themselves to their style of football better than what we did. So there's no excuses. There's no moaning. There's no bleating. I'm just making quite a valid point that if you're going to change the approach that you've spent, and we've all the managers have spent an hour and a half sitting through a presentation, and then we've sat our players through another 45 minutes of a presentation.